Human beings can make their best efforts to present evidence, but in the end, Allah is the one who turns the hearts. We have examples of people like Abu Bakr, who, when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ introduced himself as a messenger, there was no time lag, there was no discussion, he immediately accepted Islam. And on the other hand, you have Musa or Moses debating with Pharaoh, and this dialogue is going back and forth over and over, and he sees miracles in front of his eyes, yet he's still not willing to believe. So the first acknowledgement, of course, is that evidence alone doesn't lead somebody to guidance. It is, in the end, their sincerity and then divine intervention. It is Allah who guides. Now, if you study the history that is common to Muslims and Christians and Jews, you find miracles like a staff turning into a snake, or a water parting in the case of Moses, or a dead person coming back to life, or the blind being able to see, or a clay bird being blown into and it turns into a real bird. These are miracles of prophets that we all believe in. The thing of it is though, Muslims believe that the overwhelming miracle of Islam, of Muhammad ﷺ, is not something visual. It's this message, it's these words. And they're not even given in the form of a book or a tablet or anything, they're spoken word. The Quran in its original form is spoken word. This is a dramatic departure from all the miracles of the past. I mean, if you talk to someone of similar faith, a Christian Jewish tradition, if you think of miracles, they think something for the eyes to see for the most part, right? A blind person being able to see again, and a leper being cured, etc. But for now, this miracle is less for the eyes to see, but more for the ears to hear. So how can that be miraculous? This is the first question that comes to mind. The Muslim response to that is, number one, the reason for this miracle being an audible one is because it had to outlive the life of its messenger. We Muslims believe Muhammad is the final messenger, and this message has to be carried forward. Now, for a believing follower of Jesus, when he tells his child, I saw the dead person come back to life, I saw the blind being cured with my own eyes, that's a father narrating an eyewitness account. That child would narrate it to his next generation as a family tradition. But after a few generations, it's just a story. You could believe it, or you could say, I've heard this from my parents, I don't know, I didn't see it for myself. Which is the skeptic attitude we have today. The final messenger was given a miracle that you can look into much after he's gone.